Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity and welcome to another Shop My Stash, this time for October. Per usual, I'm just going to be jumping right into it. I'm actually watching a couple of kids for some friends of mine and I have maybe a 30-minute window to film while they're all napping, and the youngest, yeah, you can see my hand, that's awkward. I have the youngest down here playing, may potentially fall asleep, but if you hear any noises, that's her down here. But anyway, let's just jump into it. All that aside, let's get to clearing out the products that I have still in my drawers. Any products that you don't see in here that were in the last month, that will be in my monthly makeup review for September. And if there are any holes, which there might be because September was a crazy month, I probably pulled stuff out of here 2-3 times, because once I thought we were evacuating for a hurricane, another time I thought I was going to be going on a trip, then the time after that we did go on a trip. It's been a little insane, so if I'm missing anything, I am so sorry. Let me know what that was and I can pull it back in and give it a good try and mention it in next month's Shop My Stash or monthly makeup review, whatever. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. Let's go ahead and start with the products that are on the outside and then we'll get into the drawers. Alright, so first up here I have this little Z palette filled with singles. These are Divina, these are ColourPop, and I had them out mainly for these. These are Chrisana Ann. She sent me some new ones and I really do love it. I created a look out of it, just those three. I might have pulled one kind of taupey color in, I can't remember, but I used all three of these in a look. Really like it. The shimmer formula is just as good as their other shimmers, and this matte is gorgeous. When used blended in the crease, it's a very much more of like a bright pink, but that's to be expected. But if you pack it on, it really does show up this true to color, which I loved. I didn't have any issues with patchiness. I didn't have any issues blending. Really do love that formula and definitely highly recommend Chrisana Ann singles, but I'm going to put this into my collection. And then I think I just had this sitting there because since I had those Chrisana Ann shadows, I just wanted to have a lot of my singles out so I could create some looks. But this is all my Sydney Grace singles. Love them, really good quality. I have actually accumulated a lot. But anyway, I'm going to put that back in my collection as well. Alright, so here we go with mascaras. This was part of my my makeup swap, so that's staying in here because I really haven't gotten a whole lot of time with it. I want to keep this in here a little bit longer because I use it a little bit. I want to give it another month before I really speak to the quality of it and whether it compares to my high-end ones. These two mascaras I'm going to go ahead and put back into my rotation just to grab some new ones. This I'm actually going to pass along. It's a nice mascara if you want a very natural look, and if you had like a no makeup day but you wanted something to curl your lashes and give it a little definition, this is perfect, but it doesn't have, it's not waterproof, and when my eyes water it smudges and runs. If like one day I was giving my son a bath and it was all down my face because he was splashing, getting water on my face, it mixed with this and just ran everywhere. So it just doesn't work for me and my lifestyle and my preference, honestly. If I'm going to put mascara on, I want it to be like va va boom. So I'm going to be throwing this one out. Couple more things. I'm going to leave this BH Cosmetics Studio Pro HD Brow Pencil in there. Almost done with that. I'm going to leave my Smashbox Fishnet Black Pencil. I think that accidentally got in here, but this was what I did have, the Rimmel Extravagant. I really do like both of these. I think this one's a little more bulletproof, but honestly, they're pretty much similar. So if you want a cheaper alternative, Rimmel's gel liners are fantastic, but I was planning on putting this back because I've had it there all month and replacing it with this just to switch them out. So putting this back, putting the Smashbox in. Also going to put the Essence Make Me Brow. It's nice. It doesn't hold my lashes really at all, but with that said, the L'Oreal didn't really hold them at all either, so I don't know if it's just my brow hairs are too thick and wiry and have a mind of their own and too long, so I'm going to pull out another one, just give it a try. So in the meantime, I'll put this back. And then for these two, I'm going to put them into my collection, or actually I'm going to keep the Skinny Mascara. I forgot, I thought that was liner. I'm going to keep the Skinny Mascara, but this liner I'm going to put into my collection. I haven't had a use to use it, but if I, if I come across a look, I'll pull it back out. But it is a very decent white liner and the best one I've tried to date. I've tried Jessie's Girl and, oh, what was the other one? Oh, the Too Faced Sketch Marker. They're both a very watery white. This is not, so out of everything I've tried, I do like this. I just have to go over it a couple layers. The only thing I have left in here is actually something that I didn't pull out last month. I do know that much, but this is the Marvelous Mauves palette. I can't remember why. I think this is when I pulled out to go if I was going to evacuate. This is what I was grabbing. I don't know why I pulled it out, but because I had it, I used it 3 times to create different looks one week, and it was absolutely stunning. So I am going to go ahead and just put this into my regular, makeup collection. I haven't tested it like crazy. As I said, I only did 3 looks, but because of the shade shades, I was able to use all 5 shadows to create looks. Really do like it. Performed just as well as the Sassy Siennas. I really love the tones. I just can't get over how beautifully these blend and how easy they are to blend out. So I highly recommend, but anyway, I'm going to put it in with my other Sassy Siennas palette. For my face drawer, I'm going to put everything back except this e.l.f. product and this e.l.f. is like a setting, or no, it's a powder foundation, and then this translucent setting powder from Laura Mercier. I didn't really try either of these out enough to really comment or test them, and all of these were just pulling back. I wasn't testing any of them out. I just pulled them from my makeup collection, so I've had a month with them. Really enjoyed all of them. Totally am back in love with that Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Oh my goodness, such a gorgeous highlight. But anyway, I'm going to be putting all of it back just to grab some new things for this next month. All right, and then my lip drawer honestly isn't changing much because I really didn't get an opportunity to try any of these that I meant to try, so I'm leaving everything in except the Burt's Bees that I have tried. I almost reviewed this in my monthly makeup review, but I decided to leave it for here. That way I can show you guys up close because I love this lipstick. It is so comfortable, glides on so easy, feels so moisturizing on my lips. I think it's fantastic, and the color, which is Blush Basin, is gorgeous. However, something I noticed when I went to leave a review on Walmart, I think 1 or 2 or maybe even 3, or no, it wasn't Walmart, I think it was Ulta website. I noticed that people talked about bumps, and I thought that was so odd because I have had a lipstick like a year or 2 ago when these first came out. I had purchased a lipstick, thought it was fantastic, but a couple months after I purchased it, I left it in the car, it totally melted, I threw it away. So I've owned it in the past and never had any issues with it, but people are talking about just bumpiness after a week or 2, and excuse the condition of the lipstick because like the sides are going to look rough because my daughter pulled it out and put it back in. But I think, oh, and she left a hair. But I think you're going to be able to see, even with the roughness of it, that there's bumpiness in here. All right, I know this looks like a hot mess, but do we see all the little bumps there? I meant to keep it in nice condition to show you guys, but my daughter, she wanted to put on some lipstick, so I sacrificed this since it already has bumps. It's really odd. You can feel the bumps when you actually put on the lipstick. I don't know if that's going bad. I really don't know. It's really odd, but yeah, I don't know if maybe they changed the formula because I do not remember that when I had my other lipstick. And like I said, I owned it for several months. This one I've only owned a month and it's already doing that. And there have been other people who, said similar things in their reviews. So it's definitely something's odd. And like I said, I didn't notice it before, so I don't know if they changed the formula. So I honestly don't think I'm going to buy any more of these just because of that, and I can't really recommend it unless they come out and say those bumps are just, I don't know, a reaction to as it ages and there's nothing wrong with it. But to me right now, the bumps just make me think it's going bad and I shouldn't put it on my lips. So if you have any opinions, did this happen to your lipstick? Definitely let me know in the comments. I am really curious because I read those reviews and I was like, well, that's weird. They must have gotten a bad one, and then it happened to me and I was like, okay, that's really weird. So I'm also sorry if you can hear the little toy she's playing with, but let's move on. These two I'm going to put back. They're getting a little dark for me since I'm not out in the sun as much as I was this past summer, so I'm going to put them back and just grab something else. And then all this is staying. This one I like to use every day or when I remember, so it just lives here. This I want to continue testing, and I'm just going to use it until I need to switch to the lightener. I think it's just good to have in here. This I'm going to just finish up. I've used it twice. It's just a nice kind of like a tinted moisturizer. And then this I need to test some more. I've only used it with one foundation, so I want to test it on a few other ones before I really comment on it. So yeah, these are staying. And then a last step, I'm going to leave these two in here to use just because they're really good mattifying, and I'm really needing mattifying primers right now. This is really good. This one more so I just want to continue to test out. My lip oil is always in here. And then for concealers, so for concealers, I'm going to keep this because I want to continue to test it out. I'm going to put these two back. I didn't really use the BH Cosmetics one too much this past month, but I used this. I just want to switch it up, and I think I can wear some of my lighter concealers. We'll see, but I just want to change it up. All right, so that is everything in there. Little Miss needs a break, so I'm going to pause here, and then when we pick back up, I'm going to move us over and pick out some new stuff in my makeup, like my to try makeup drawers. Okay, so here we are at the face drawer. I'm just going to pick out some stuff I definitely know that I'm going to be trying out this month. These two foundations, definitely, I bought them at Ulta recently. The Laura Geller one was on sale, like half price, and I got the Ulta Beauty on a discount. But those two I really do want to try out. I'm kind of been in a foundation kick recently. I am going to pull out this Milani concealer. Really curious about that. I'm also going to pull this CC Plus from IT Cosmetics out. It's in medium, so it should work for this next month since I'm getting a bit lighter. I want to grab this out. It's from OFRA and Glazed Donut for my highlighter. I'm also going to grab out this Pixi by Petra. What is it? Glowy Glossimer Duo in Delicate Dew. I'm going to grab this out. This is the Bronx Magic Foundation Primer. I grabbed this or purchased this when I did my $25 makeup challenge video, and I just haven't had a chance to test it out. I don't know why this is in here. And then I'm just going to grab this for Powder Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder from Rimmel. I'm really curious to try their loose formula. You know what, and this is from Salon Perfect. They have a primer spray and a setting spray. I'm going to grab the setting spray out. Don't know if I'll end up reviewing the primer spray just because I can never remember, but we'll see. Alright, so this is the eye drawer. I'm going to grab these. I got the glitter highlighter, or glitter liquid shadows from Too Faced. I've tried this once, but I want to try them both. I got Lemon Zest and Ice Queen. I'm also going to grab these. I got a glitter eyeshadow, like liquid glitter eyeshadow from Flower Beauty and then NYX. I'm wanting to do a video kind of comparing and just talking about the pros and cons of all the liquid glitter eyeshadows that I own, because I feel like there's a lot of them out. Kind of talk about all things liquid glitter. I'm going to test out this little trio from Burt's Bees in Dusky Woods. I'm going to pull out this NYX Matte Liquid Liner because I finished off my other one and I have been missing it. But I'm also going to grab this one from e.l.f. I don't think I'll like it, but I want to give it a couple more tries before I kind of really decide on it and move it out of my collection. I have a glitter liner from NYX, I believe, right? Yep, it's like a glitter liner, kind of like the Heavy Metal from Urban Decay glitter liner, so I'm going to test that out. I'm just going to grab this from Maybelline. It's this Tattoo Studio Deep Brown waterproof brow gel. You know what, I'm also going to grab these two for mascaras. I really need to go through my mascara drawer because some are way over the 3-4 month mark. So I'm going to grab these two out to try. This is Rimmel's Wonderfully Real Mascara and then CoverGirl Flourish by Lash Blast Mascara. Alright, not too much here for lips. This is a backup. This is a backup. I have another formula I need to pull out, and you know what, I'm going to do that for this month. I have a mini of this lightweight liquid lipstick. It's not a liquid lipstick, it's just their lip gloss and White Rush, and I have another one I'm going to pull out and use, and maybe I'll bring that next month. I'm going to pull this to try. This was in my makeup swap that Kim sent me, but I totally forgot about it. It's a matte metallic liquid lipstick. Don't know if it's in my color, but I want to try it a couple times before I move it on. This also I got during my $25 makeup challenge. It's from Bronyx. It's in this bright color. I need to try it a few more times before I pass it on. I'm going to leave all this in here for now. I don't need to pull out more new lipsticks, and since I'm only really bringing these two in, I still have more from last month that I didn't get to, but I'm going to grab some nudes neutral type of everyday lipsticks from my makeup collection, and I'll bring those in later, but yeah, not doing much in here. Alright, this is kind of my messy corner, so sorry about that, but I'm going to grab some palettes. Let's go with at least 3 for this month. Okay, so this is so large, I'm having a hard time fitting it in frame, but I am definitely bringing out and trying the Emily Edit The Wants palette this month. I'm gonna give this Makeup Revolution, what is this called, and Reloaded palette a try. It's supposed to be like a dupe for the Subculture. And I'm also going to try this Rimmel Magnify Spice Edition. No, Magnify Eyes Spice Edition. I always have a hard time saying that, but I'm going to grab this out. And I'm also going to grab the NYX Grind palette from their Machinist collection. I'll go ahead and stick a picture up here. I have it down here in a box. Can't get to it right now. I got a baby on my hip. So I'm also going to pull that out because that's new and I am super excited to try it. I'm also going to grab this Unicorn Glow from Face Candy. It's supposed to be like a dupe for one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter palettes. Gonna give this a try this month. And then also last up from the kind of palette drawers is the contour palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to finally get around to testing this. Alrighty, and per usual, just to fill up any spots that I have, like I said, I have a baby on my hip, so I'm not gonna be able to give you guys close-up shots like usual because I am working with one hand over here, but I will hold it up and just show you from afar. I hope that is okay for this video. I want to grab this. It's Bare Minerals Fresh Face Made to Fit Foundation. I've used a ton of it and I feel like it'll be a good fit for me now, so I want to pull this out. I'm going to grab the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and you know what? No, I'm going to grab this. I want to just use it this month. I really want to test it out with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and do a video. I had a couple requests to do that when I mentioned it last time, but the Urban Decay one is so light for me. I really honestly need to buy a new one if I'm going to do it anytime soon. So part of me kind of wants to wait until the winter and then I'll just buy another shade of the Maybelline one because the Maybelline one's cheaper, but I'm still thinking on that. We'll see. I'm not sure when I'll get around, but I do want to do a video on that. But anyway, all that to say, I'm grabbing just the Maybelline Made to Fit concealer. Setting powder, if you can't tell, this is just sitting here because my drawer is full. I really need to do a declutter of that, but I'm going to pull out my Holy Grail, what is it called? Translucent Perfect Light Setting Powder from number 7. Love this stuff, and hope you can see it from here. I hid pans. For blush, I'm just going to grab these two. I'm not really big into blush, so this Milani one in Romantic Rose will do me, and then also this Note one will do me. It's Desert Rose. I think it's more of a, let me open it. Yeah, it's more of like a peachy type of shade, so these two will do me for the month. And then contour, I have that whole contour palette, but you know what, I am just gonna grab, I'll just get the Too Faced, what do you call it, chocolate bar palette. I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of pan, and on the days when I just don't have time to reach for the contour palette, I like to have just one and done type of product in my drawers, so this will be good. And then for brows, I just want to grab a like a big brow pencil, and this is from Found Beauty. I really liked it when I first tested it out. Is the Shape and Define brow pencil, so I'm going to pull that for this month. And you know what, I also want to try, this is the Brow Stylist Boost and Set Brow Mascara. And for primer, you know what, I want to grab one. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish. It has SPF 20. I'm just going to grab that as well, kind of like an all-over primer. And then very last up, I just grabbed 4 lipsticks from, you know, my collection over there to put into my, what do you call it, monthly makeup basket. And these are just more neutral shades because I have a lot of bright ones over there right now. I grabbed the Buxom lip gloss in, oh, it's a full-on lip cream is what it's called, in Dolly. I have the NYX Butter lipstick in, I just dropped it, but I think it's called Pops. And then the Bite Beauty lipstick in Pepper. It's like a pinky type of nude. And then this more of a brownie type of nude is Au Naturel from Pixi's Matte Liquid Lipsticks. So yeah, that is everything I'm picking. So let's go put it all in, one-handed. Alright, so I just finished it up. I might have to just cut all that because I didn't realize that mirror right there. I'm pretty sure you can see the baby that I am watching, and just for privacy's sake for my friends, I don't want to show that. So if I can somehow block that mirror off, I'll keep it in. So anyway, all that to say, let's just go through the drawers one by one and wrap this up. Alright, gotta get creative here for being one-handed, but this is my eye drawer. Got a lot of mascaras, brow products, liners, some primers, not a very exciting drawer, but I definitely have a ton of stuff to pick from for this month. I also feel like I kind of overpicked for eyeshadow, but I mean at this point I'm going to use this maybe 1 or 2 more times and I'll have my thoughts on it. So that's going to be out. And this is also, if you're wondering, this is from the BoxyCharm, my previous month. So this is everything I'm testing for the next month. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff. As I said, also that NYX palette is going in here as well, but I'm excited to try these out, and these palettes look fun. So. And then here is my face drawer. I got a lot of stuff going on. Some blushes, setting powders, a ton of highlighters this month, and I really need to get around to trying this. This should actually be, since it's more of a powder foundation, I'm going to stick it in with that. But yeah, this is my face drawer. Lips drawer is definitely extremely full, but a lot of that, I need to figure out a different way to store my lip products that I always keep in there, because like this I always keep in there, this exfoliator I always keep in there, I have a lip sealer in there that's always in there, so it takes up a lot of room. And I like having a lot of nudes, so anyway, it's just a full drawer. We're just going to leave it at that. I am really excited about this drawer. I'm really excited to try out these 2 foundations. I have really high expectations and hopes for them. And yeah, this is going to be my foundation drawer. And then last of the drawers is my primer and concealer drawer. I'm really curious to try this Milani one. I think Emily Noel says good things about it. I feel like I've heard someone speak highly of it, so I am very excited, and I'll continue testing this out. Glad to have my Maybelline Fit Me back, but yeah, lots of stuff to try this month. All right, I think that is going to do it. I just have the Emily, the Wants, and then the contour palette on the side because they're too large. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. This is what I'm going to be trying to use for the month of October. I hope you guys had fun seeing what I'm picking out. If you have any requests or anything that you want me to see, any type of videos, or just make sure you want me to mention it in a monthly makeup review, let me know. I can definitely do that. But yeah, at this point, someone has finally fallen asleep and my arm is about to break. So I am going to wrap wrap this up and go put her to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.